folks, it is time for another edition of the Eagle Sports Team Vlogs. Cease, we're headed to Austin this week. See if the Aggies can get a little gravy on top of what's been a good season. What do you think?
I just hope I can claim enough mileage to make it worthwhile.
All right, let's come cover the Aggies and Longhorns with us. All right, Thursday night, we're headed to Austin after a wonderful Thanksgiving with the fam. Hope y'all also had a wonderful Thanksgiving full of great food and fellowship like I did. So here we go. It's the Lone Star Showdown. It's the Aggies and the Horns. Cease and I are traveling separately, so we'll catch up with him tomorrow. Okay, made the hour 45-minute drive. Would have been a little quicker, of course, if Elgin Manor traffic on 290 wasn't so dang bad. But hey, got here at 9:03 p.m. on Thursday night. Might go check out Midnight Yell at the state capitol. Let's go see what's going on.
One more major win until we hit a red-ass record of 12-0. Before we start our journey to bring that trophy home to Texas A&M, where it belongs.
That's right.
In case you can't see, it's a national championship trophy. Now, seriously, I just want to say that being here with you tonight on Thanksgiving in our state capital is the blessing of a lifetime. And we cannot wait to get there tomorrow and beat the ever-living hell out of TU.
Friday morning here in Austin, Texas. Got a little cup of joe. Speaking of which, Summer Moon, if you're out there listening, please come to College Station. We'd love to have you. Speaking of which, though, waiting in line for coffee, and you can tell the Aggies and Horns are playing today because you got 3 baristas talking about the game in South Austin. Didn't think I'd hear Dalton Brooks' name mentioned in an Austin coffee shop, but here we are chopping it up. Got 2 Aggies and a Longhorn going at it while making coffee for everyone. Guy talking about how EJ Smith has had a great season and the plays that Dalton Brooks has had. So, look, rivalry's alive and well here in Austin. All right, time for a little lunch. Going to the one and only Style Switch Barbecue. All right, got the jalapeno cheddar sausage. Can't forget the Martin's potato bread. That stuff is to die for. The cheesy tater tot casserole might be one of the best sides I've ever had. And we got some Brussels sprouts with a little Topo Chico. Meal time, baby. Lunch at Style Switch was great. Lots of Aggies, lots of Longhorns. Got a little bit of Egg Bowl action on the TV. Hey, the Corps Cadets, including the Aggie Band, Parson Mounted Cavalry, even Reveille, even though she's not allowed in the stadium today, they're going to be marching down Congress Avenue right now at about 1 o'clock. Here we are, Friday afternoon. Let's go check in, see what's going on here in downtown Austin. Okay, here we are. We're parked on the University of Texas parking garage. Let's go cover a game, guys. Well, sad news, kids. We got very, very crisscrossed trying to get to the corner of the stadium where the A&M team was coming in. So no team entrance video, but me and Tony and Meredith and Aiden all got our steps. So there's some consolation. Well, they did make it to the field for what it's worth. Hey, look who I found. It's the one, the only Robert Cessna. Cease, how was your Thanksgiving?
It's great. Family was home. Everybody had a good day of loafing around, eating, and watching football.
Well, the press box is pretty tight up here, which, if that's any indication that it's a big game, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, it's at least we got the 50-yard line. We can see the end zone. God willing, come here in 2 years, it'll be in the end zone or whatever. So right now, we'll just enjoy this.
Well, hey, A&M just arrived, tried to get video, kind of got stonewalled, but Cease, give me your one key to the game for how A&M can beat Texas today.
Just control the offensive line, run the football. I still say it goes back to running the football. You look today, Georgia's running the football. That's why they got to hit Georgia Tech in these rivalry games. Who can control the line?
All right, we'll see if the Aggies can do it. All right, Cease, almost done with halftime. A&M leads 10-3. They're getting the ball to start the second half. We got Brad Marquardt. He doesn't want to be in this video. Cease, what stood out to you in that second quarter that's given A&M the lead?
Well, A&M kind of gradually gained control. Texas scored first, but A&M really should have scored one more time. So they're able, thanks to Reed in the running game, kind of control things. So they really should have a two-score lead, but they've got control. They just need to come out and go down and put points on the board, and I think they'll put Texas in a very precarious situation.
What have you thought of the way the A&M defense has settled in?
Well, at first, maybe a little bit nervous. They're taking some shots deep, but really they've settled in. Except for Manning's rushing, making big plays, the defense has been great.
All right, well, see what happens here in the final 30 minutes. Okay, made it down to the field, 2:32 to go. Texas up 27-17. It's starting to rain. It's not looking good for the Aggies. All right, here we are inside DKR. We're just about the last ones here in the press box. Cease after A&M's 27-17 loss to the Longhorns. What stands out the most of you, the way things got away from A&M there in that second half that ended up costing them the game?
Well, A&M has done a great job of making adjustments this year. Third quarter come out was all Texas. 10-0, and you can say the first play of the fourth quarter they scored two. That's 17-0, so they dominated the play. So Texas was the one that made the adjustments. A&M made a lot of mistakes this game. When you look at, they don't hit the field goal right off the bat. Who knows if they do that? They have people jumping off when there's 4th and 1. They made the kind of mistakes that they've been able to make against other teams and get over them. They couldn't get over them this game.
The biggest question moving forward is, how's A&M going to respond from this? You know, you get punched in the mouth, you get that bitter taste in there for the first time this season. There's still a lot to play for. A&M's going to be in the college football playoff, likely going to be hosting a first-round game now instead of getting a first-round bye. Consolation, A&M didn't want to hear it, but they're probably going to get a game at Kyle Field here in 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot to play for. I mean, they can still win the national championship. Your problem is you got to live with this game for a long time before you go out and play. And all the players know they didn't do enough where they've done enough before. So that's just going to stick in your craw. And people are going to play A&M. Well, this is how you beat A&M. This is how Texas did it. And Texas is not a great team. Texas is not going to make the college football playoff, even making that one. So once again, a good learning experience. We'll have to wait and see because we see people gets by, gets hurt, whatever. So A&M playing early might help them play at home, get on momentum, go play somewhere else. You get that good taste back. We know A&M is a good team. They weren't a good team tonight.
It's going to be interesting to see where A&M falls exactly in the college football playoff rankings. So we know we expect they're going to fall in the rankings. Georgia's probably going to jump ahead of them. Texas Tech might jump ahead of them. Oregon and Ole Miss might have a case, although it's going to be interesting if Lane Kiffin actually leaves. We're filming this, of course, Friday. Well, actually, the wee hours of Saturday morning. So who knows what Kiffin's going to end up doing. So they got to make a decision on Saturday. Nonetheless, top 7 teams have 1 loss. Probably not going to see A&M drop anywhere below that, but definitely going to be interesting to see how it shakes out.
When you lose late, it hurts you. Just like when you win late, it helps you. Ohio State won the national championship with 2 losses. Remember, they got on a roll. So once again, it's not good that A&M lost late for the CFP, but it doesn't mean anything if they win the rest of the way. We've said that before, that precedents had been made because Ohio State lost 2 games last year in the comp. They didn't even get to their conference championship. So once again, you're right, Alex. What does A&M do? It's hard sometimes to come back from that because sometimes it's just a mental thing that hangs with you.
Well, and quite frankly, let's be honest, Marcel Reed's Heisman contention is probably very much in limbo. Probably not going to win the trophy now. It might just be that he may be a finalist when the finalists come out here in a little over a week.
Well, he has nothing to help him, and that was really a bad game for him. He rushed for yards, but he threw 2 interceptions. Didn't look sharp.
He didn't have a single touchdown.
You know, when you look at it, so suddenly, if he was, 3rd or 4th, depending on how you look at it. If Pavi has a big game later today against Vanderbilt, he'll probably jump ahead of them. You got Indiana, you got Ohio State. Everybody likes Love in Notre Dame, so he might not even make the final 3. And that's not. It's a great thing, but once again, he's a young guy. He's coming back, so maybe this will spur him on to better things. Maybe he'll be the Heisman favorite at the end of the year.
Well, I know you're just starting your grades. Just initial impression, how would you maybe grade A&M's performance tonight?
Well, you got to get a lot of low grades because Arkansas they played on this field and had a lot of points. A&M's offense didn't show up, and their defense showed up at times and sputtered. They had Manning a few times on the ropes, but then he made some plays. So once again, I ended my column with A&M won the first 11. It was a team effort. That was a team effort, and it wasn't a good effort.
Well, hey, thanks for following along so far this season on the vlogs. We've enjoyed doing them. I have, at least. Cease has had fun making fun of me along the way. So, it's not the end of the road, but maybe we'll get a vlog going for the playoff games. Who knows?
Just think, A&M's gone to the college football playoff. And a lot of people told me this week, could you imagine a playoff game at Kyle Field? Well, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Hey, be sure to check theeagle.com for all of our coverage on the Aggies versus Longhorns. And be sure to check in these next couple weeks as we get ready to cover college football playoff.